Going on, fellas? It's another C Boogie. Y'all know the rest. All right, man. We back onto the topic of women and why they wear a mask. Look, man. A female's mask that she wears in public, in society, and the mask that she also wears around most men that she comes in contact with is directly related to men's behavior and men's hypocrisy too. You got to understand how this works. Female behavior is directly related to men's behavior. You can go back to as far as maybe elementary school. The first time a young boy kissed a young girl, man, and he told this young girl how pretty she was, how special she was. Told the girl, if you give me a kiss, I'll make you my girlfriend. I won't tell anybody. She finally gave the young boy a kiss. The first thing he did was, one, tell all his friends. And two, he didn't make her his girlfriend. He actually made the girl that was sitting across the room that didn't give him a kiss his girlfriend. He wanted that challenge. So starting at a very early age, young girls peep this behavior out of boys, and that behavior actually stays the same until we are men. A lot of men, we like to separate, quote unquote hoes from quote unquote wholesome women, when it's a lot of gray area in between that. But nonetheless, a lot of women recognize the hypocrisy. A lot of men, they want to sleep with women, they go way out their way to sleep with women, tell them any kind of thing, talk dirty in their ear, mac on them, tell them how special they are. Hey, if you sleep with me, I'll make you my girlfriend. I think about making you my wife. Shit like that. And once the female sleep with the guy, he ended up calling her all kind of hoes, telling all her business, fucking up her social reputation, and telling all his friends about it as well. You dig? And also, he made the more wholesome woman, his wife. And women peep that out very early, so it's a big risk of females letting most guys know who they really are. This is why they only let a small percent of guys in on who's under the mask. Most guys will never get that privilege or get that opportunity to actually know who the real woman is. So essentially, most women are running game on most men. And a quick digression, this is why a lot of times dudes see me online going at other dudes and shit, because it's almost like niggas put women into a position where they just can't win. And I often ask the question, well, like, damn, dog, like, what do y'all want from these women? Women finally give y'all the pussy, y'all call them a hoe. Women get pregnant, they try to trap you. Then if they have an abortion, they a baby killer. The number one reason why women wear a mask, right there, man. Real talk. Call it what you want, but it is hypocrisy. That's actually one of my pet peeves, especially with men, man, is straight up hypocrisy, man. You know what I mean? And that's why I tend to listen to guys like Alan Roger Carey, guys like Ron Wills, because they really know what's up out here. You can tell these guys, they did a lot of living just in the world. They got the book knowledge, but they also got the field work and field knowledge as well, right? So at the end of the day, most guys know that most women behind the scenes, they got their hoe side, they got their freaky side, they got their slutty side, but they only going to unleash that to a certain group, a small group of men, dog. Real talk. So at the end of the day, man, women's behavior is directly related to men's behavior. You know what I mean? Real talk. You don't get a fucked up man without a fucked up woman. You don't get a fucked up woman without a fucked up man. Those things go hand to hand. They tied into each other, man. You see what I mean? For every fucked up female, It's a guy that introduced her to that behavior. And women picked up on this shit very early, man. You know what I mean? Men's behavior, what they want. Women understand the kind of guys men would prefer to marry. So females got to keep that social reputation pristine, or at least close to it as possible. You dig? So that's the biggest reason for the mask right there, man. Because women, they never want to be out of the competition for men to get a mate, to get a husband, to get opportunities, to get resources, man. It's how it is. It's how it is, man. So young girls pick up on this shit very early with young boys. The kind of girls that they played with and the kind of girls that they made their girlfriend. You know what I mean? Real talk. So they learned how to put this mask on. And this is not a literal mask. You can't go to Walmart and buy this. This is just something that a female has access to in her arsenal. You know what I mean? Real talk. And she knows how to put this mask on when she comes in contact with the man and straight up sizes him up. You know what I mean? Females can size a guy up very quickly. And once she give the size up and figure out who he is, look in his eyes, boom, that mask can get sealed on very tight. Or that mask can start to slide off little by little. All depends on who the man is. You don't have to accept who the female is under the mask. You don't have to accept that. You always got the option to leave her alone. But trust and believe, all women have a past. All women have a story. I've never met a female without a story. And if guys think that they dealing with a perfect female, I would look a little bit deeper into that situation. You know what I mean? But you can't get the perfect woman for you in your situation. Truth be told, I don't even want a perfect woman. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's just me, though. So, women and that mask, this is actually one of the subjects that keeps me enthused because, it's very, it's very exciting, man. I put my dime game up against a female's mask, and we see who come out on top. You dig? And trust and believe, I ain't even gonna hold y'all, man. I met some very sharp women in life, that jumped off the porch early, but that's, most of the time my dime game comes out on top. You know what I mean? The dime game always gonna win, but man, there were plenty of times in my life where I bumped into some very sharp women that just mastered this shit, man. You know what I mean? They done dealt with all kind of guys with money, guys with status, CEOs, presidents of companies, all of that good stuff, man. And they've been running game for a very long time. That's why the best thing, man, is just to be honest with a female. The only defense you have against a female mask is the truth. A lie can't stand next to the truth. The truth will remain the same forever, and it never change. No matter the time or distance or the circumstances, the truth will remain the same. That's why as a man, she got to look in your eyes and see facts, dog. And see facts. Once a female see the truth in your eyes, two things gonna happen. That mask gonna start to slide off, or she gonna run from you. Don't mean she don't like you. Don't mean she's not attracted to you. But she recognized the truth in you. And she ain't ready for that yet. She ain't ready for that yet. She ain't reached that phase yet in her development. You dig? So I'm gonna close with this. Like I say, a female's mask is directly related to men's behavior. Without men's behavior, a female wouldn't even need to wear a mask. Women been noticing this shit since they was girls. The guys that women take more serious, at least the illusion that this female is wholesome. Because truth be told, you can give a dude a hamburger bun, right, with a piece of hamburger meat on there, throw some A1 sauce on that motherfucker, and tell him it's a steak sandwich. Or you can give him a real ribeye. And women realize that a lot of guys don't know the fucking difference anyway. If a guy been in the fucking desert for 3 weeks Even if you spit in a water bottle, he gonna drink it anyway because he's dehydrated. A lot of women realize that, and that's why they starve so many guys out of the pussy market. That's another video for another day. I ain't even getting into that right now. So yeah, their mass is directly related to men's behavior. They recognized it, they peeped it. They realized the women that got the rewards. They realized the women that got marriage. They realized the women that guys, respect, and females, they always want to remain in those circles. They always want to have access to those circles. You dig? They never want their reputation stained to the point of no return. So I'll leave y'all with this. Be careful how you judge women, because you might not know what the fuck you're doing. It's a lot of good people in life that do bad things, and it's a lot of bad people that do good things. We live in a world of deception, dog. Everything is gray. I'm done with this damn video. Peace.